Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the SDFC Fancast.
Hey.
Hi, I'm looking for Ray Finkel and a clean pair of shorts.
I baked some cookies for you. They're the shape of little footballs. Laces out. All right.
I love. He goes like little footballs. I love that part.
Dude, that is so good. Finkel is Einhorn. Hey everybody. Yeah. Hey, producer Trev with another amazing drop that nobody saw coming, and just love it every single time.
Bringing the heat.
Oh, absolutely. So I just want to elephant in the room. I have a new aesthetic, you guys. It's like Bill Belichick, except as a 15-year-old instead of a 14-year-old. So I'm actually wearing a shirt over my hoodie and not put my hood on. So that's 1 year, progress.
I like it.
Yeah, it looks good.
I think I'm gonna go with that.
Didn't you do that last week?
Yeah, that's why it's my new aesthetic.
Okay.
Yeah, so
you've done it twice. So now it's a habit.
Yeah. But this jacket, I actually bought it in Amsterdam. I don't know why that matters, but I bought it in Amsterdam.
Which district?
The red light district. No, anyway, the Amsterdam district. Yeah, I don't think Amsterdam is like in district. Maybe it is in districts. The red light district is the only district. But anyway, nope. I'm doing good. You know what? Personal side, Julie and I, we were just dog sitting. So you know how I brought up a million times that my dad is a Vikings fan and he's a USC fan, and I was at Sam Darnold's very last game for USC against UCLA. Well, my dad had tickets to go see the Vikings play Monday Night Football against the Rams, and then the fires happened, the LA fires. So they went to watch it in Arizona, and we dog sat, and my dad's dog's name is Chica. So yeah, it was great.
The Vikings got their ass smoked.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yes, they did.
So did Keegan behave himself?
Yeah. Believe it or not.
Chica, right? Isn't that your nickname, Keegan? Chica?
It is something. Hey, when Diddy parties were south of the border, that's what his nickname was. But no. No, we did that. But what we do, so you know how I had the picture of my garden and we would go collect rocks. So then I would take Chica on a walk every morning and we would go down to the riverbed and not collect those rocks because I don't know if I'm allowed to. But it looks amazing. So we would take her on walks every single day, all that. It was great. It was really great. We had a good time, you guys. And then on the other personal side, Julie's birthday is in 2 days.
Woo!
Good birthday.
Happy early birthday to her.
So why are you celebrating it tomorrow then?
I know we say no, it's because we are going to a speakeasy on Convoy Street and it's popular. So you have to make reservations, and there weren't any reservations for Friday, which is her actual birthday, January 17th. So we're going the day prior.
Makes sense. What kind of dog is Chica?
Chica is a mix. My dad got her from the pound. Look at us. We're just a family of human beings that rescue animals. We rescued Ava. Ava was already 7 years old. Chica was already a pup. But she has some pit bull in her and some other things. But she's a sweet girl. And she probably weighs like 35 pounds. She's not huge. She's small dog, curls up on the couch, all that type of stuff. But it worked out well. We left all the doors open. Ava would just walk down the stairs halfway, then hiss at her, then walk back upstairs because dogs are dicks. And then that's it. Last thing on the personal side, and then we'll switch to somebody else. Today, I was cleaning and I had my music going, and I have a guilty pleasure. And I have many guilty pleasures, but one of my guilty pleasures is that I love songs. I do. I like cheesy love songs. Give me Celine Dion. Give me him. Give me Mark Anthony. Give him to me. But my favorite is Bryan Adams, the Canadian. He's also a Chelsea fan. That does not come into play. I didn't know that until after the fact. But I was listening to Brian Adams, and Julie walked in, and we were talking about it. And then I asked Julie, I said, "Do you like this type of music?" And she said, "No, I'm not a big fan of love ballads," is how she put it. I love ballads.
That's a good way to put it, man. I love a ballad.
Speaking
That's
of
a funny way to
ballads,
put it.
we saw. Fuck! I'm blanking on his name. Come back
What
to
was
me.
he in?
No, okay, I will come back to you, Christopher. But you know what? I'm doing it to you, Keegan. I know you got a little flu session going, so fill us in on everything going on, Keegan style.
Yeah, no, had a good weekend. Went to Dog Beach on Sunday, which is nice at Del Mar. I went to the worst porta potties are bad. It was the worst porta potty I've ever gone in. Like you could smell it from the street when we got out of the car. And it
Oh,
was like
Like
it was
over
literally
the ocean.
dude, oh, it was so bad.
That's
and then it was
crazy.
no wonder
like
you had the flu.
you know, in like
Seriously.
Jurassic Park when Malcolm walks up to that big pile of shit. It was like that in the porta potty in the thing. It was just like oh, it was so bad.
Fairly alarmed
But
here.
yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, no, other than that, now the flu's spreading, which is fun. And just quickly as well, it's Catherine's birthday, my wife, on Sunday. So we're going out for
happy
her
birthday.
birthday.
19th? That's funny
19th.
because I always would think that Julie's birthday is the 19th. Like when I bought Julie her first, like when her and I started dating, traveled or whatever, I bought her a plane ticket and I put it for January 19th. And then I was just like, oh, fuck, that's not your birthday. And I had to change it after the fact.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
funny. Yeah, but no.
That was
we-
before that, just for the record. But
well,
Keegan,
happy
go ahead.
birthday, Catherine and Julie. It's also my mom's birthday coming up, and I think your niece Reagan's birthday is coming up as
and
well,
Reagan.
right?
Yeah,
And
Reagan's birthday.
My dad's birthday is also in January, and our good friend
What is going on 9 months ago?
Ryan's birthday is also in January. It's crazy. There's a lot of them.
Wow.
Jeez Louise.
But I remembered his name
Valentine's Day or some shit. All right, go ahead.
is March, St. Patty's Day, probably. April Fool's, maybe. It's like a practical joke. The man
April Fools. I wasn't wearing a condom.
Yeah. It's,
I
He was
love
hanging
it.
there.
We're just
He was
normal
hanging there.
men.
Nice. His name is, so Julie mentioned that she doesn't like love ballads, and the ballad thing reminded me of when Ashley and I saw Louis Capaldi. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's like a famous Scottish singer right now. I'm sure you'd recognize his songs. But he was hilarious, and he started one of his like slower songs, like a love song, and then some girl like started screaming at him like, and he stopped playing, and he was like, "Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to play a ballad here."
It's a good
Yeah,
word. I'm
it's
telling
great.
you.
It's
You need,
funny.
you need to use it more.
Completely stopped the song and then started it over. It was awesome. That's all.
Keegan, you feeling all right over there?
Yeah. How was your weekend, Colin?
No, we interrupted you, but go ahead, Colonial.
That's all right. I'm more concerned
I
of
don't
the guy Chris Saul doesn't seem to be much of a pro if he's getting rattled by some one heckler in the stadium or something. But anyway, I'm just kidding.
It was a goof, man. He was being a goof.
Yeah, but he had to start over, and no, I know it sounds like a hilarious goof and a talented man. I want to hear him.
Colin's about to
I don't know,
fight
man.
him.
My weekend's good. My wife's still out of town doing her thing, helping her sister out. So I'm just kind of just holding down the fort. Status quo over here. Nothing too crazy. We're supposed to actually get a real big cold snap though. Like our big Arctic blast coming down from Canada. So it's supposed to be like 14 below this weekend. So that should be fun.
Got you. And Colonial, Colonial's dog's Mika. My dad's dog's Chica. Not on purpose.
Pizza.
But that's where the title that I said Mika Dika Do, that's where I got it from. Is I did Chica Dika Do. And then
And
it's
that-
a new song.
And that porta potty sure was stinka.
Really did Rico.
Yes, it was. But no, Colonial sent us in the group chat, sent us a picture of the team, the San Diego FC team on
Oh,
Wikipedia.
you don't care about how I'm doing? I get it.
Oh, I mean, I figured, you interrupted everybody else. I figured you already did it. I'm sorry. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Don't be mad at me.
You still here?
Joking.
Well, first of all,
Christopher?
I'd like to say fuck you, Nate, for last week for saying that for putting me on blast for not wearing SDFC gear. So
Oh, I like
big
it.
F you to you.
Hey, you know what? Now Keegan is the only one without gear on. He literally only
He's got
has.
his hat. He's got the.
Hey, that's fake. Remember? That's fake.
Yeah,
We
but
got
tell him
yelled
to
at
make a
for that.
sentiment.
We got yelled
The
at for
sentiment
that.
counts.
It's not my fault they don't make a trucker hat. Make a real one. I'll wear it.
Fatality.
Bootleg hat over here. I
I
have the same
love it.
one right there. It's a cool hat, but it's not official.
But no, I'm sorry, Christopher. I was honestly just teasing. I forgot that I did not call on you. I apologize.
Doesn't matter. No one gives a fuck.
I do. I just, you know what? Christopher says that, acts like nobody cares. I was just sexing him before the episode. I was sending him YouTube songs. Like, hey, you like the song? Like, you know how you do with the girl that you're trying to get with, and you send her songs like, oh yeah. And I was doing that to Christopher, so he can act like that. But I was just flirting with him, just not only 30 minutes ago.
Yep, and it worked. Boy, am I hard. I don't know. I mean, just work and shit. Over the weekend, we donated a bunch of cat and dog food to the Humane Society for all the animals up in Los Angeles. Other than
Nice.
that, nothing crazy.
We evacuated. It wasn't that bad. Sorry to interrupt you, Nate. In like 2000, was it 2006, producer Trevor, 7? Because we went to your apartment in Vista. We were in Esco.
2007 and 2011.
I had a snake, and then we had dogs too, but I remember I had to evacuate my snake. And I was like, Trevor, can I please bring my snake to your apartment? And I know deep down he was like, fuck no. Like, I'm like, I'm bringing it.
Bob
slept
Pipe
on
on
the
a Rosie
floor.
Boa.
King snake.
Oh
King
shit!
snake.
California king snake.
California king snake.
How long?
Great.
How big did it eventually get?
Well, I lost one. It escaped into the attic.
Yeah, I
And
was
so the
just
next
gonna
one
say.
I got, it got big, but I gave it to one of my brother's friends when I moved. But it was like about 3.5, 4 feet. It got big.
Dude,
But they're
king
great
snake-
snakes, dude.
King snakes are great, and they're very interesting. And like, depending on how much food you feed them, like they will either stay small or get giant. Like, yeah, king snakes, especially California king snakes, are super cool. They're very pretty.
Producer
Oh.
Trevor's got a king snake. You know what I'm saying?
Pizza.
Yeah, right, dude. He's got an emperor snake. All right. But no, this is a San Diego FC podcast, and there have been signings, but I want to start with the rumor. And I want to start with the rumor first because I think that rumor started here on the San Diego FC Fancast, y'all. Luca Delator supposedly is going to sign a loan deal from Celta Vigo here. San Diego native, born here. And not only that, I would say that when Mikey, our coach, took the helm of the U.S. national team for those 2 games, Luca Delator was the best player on our team for those 2 games. And I'm just saying, I'm just going to throw that out there and let you guys run with it.
Yeah, I don't. Trev brought this up prior to the podcast. The guy has tons of international club experience and also international experience. So like he has, I think Trev said like 24 caps on the men's national team, and then 40 if you include youth, like under 21, under 18 and stuff. So tons of experience, and I don't know how much you guys have watched of him. I've seen him quite a bit. Just I probably watched all of his 24 caps for the U.S. men's national team, and he's good. He's like legit. Him pairing up with like Jeppe in the midfield, and like Alexander Mighton making fast runs down the side, or even just Chucky up the middle. Torre's gonna find him. He's an excellent passer of the ball. Just a tremendous center midfielder. A big fan of him. He reminds me a little bit of Cesc Fabregas, that style of play.
One of my favorites.
No, I'm pumped as well. I mean, I have nothing but positive feelings for Luca Delator, 1,000%. And then I worked with a fella who had a little connection with him, which was nice. Is that our inside track worked? Actually, the connection I had was through his mom. So just so you know, we were really trying through the mom connection, trying to figure out if Luca Delator would come here, and the moms, oh my goodness, tight-lipped, dude. Oh my, hey, loose lips sink ships, and so you do not. The ladies, they know how to do it. My goodness.
True
Could not
story.
get any answers out of it, but really wanted Luca Delator to come, and then I think he's going to be on loan here, so it was really cool.
Sacred secrets hurt someone. Remember that from The Office, the stripper?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, that Benjamin
outta here.
Franklin turned out to be kind of a creep, but the
Yeah.
stripper had some really good advice.
Dude, I forgot about that episode.
Nate's probably too humble to say this on air, but back in June of 2024, Nate posted about Luca Delator and suggested that he is a potential signing for SDFC. And now, if it comes to fruition, talk about a hole in one.
Nostra Natemus.
No, dude,
Yeah.
but that's the thing is like,
Nate Stradamus works better, Keegan.
get out of here.
Yeah, that's it.
I just hope it gives, the fan cast a little bit more cred. Like, oh no, we watch soccer. Like we have been involved as much as we possibly can without being soccer players, all that type of stuff. So, you know how it goes. But
Exactly.
we also do have legitimate signings and not just rumors. And these are two new signings on top of all the other ones we just talked about a few days ago, just last episode. Alejandro Alvarado Jr. is coming from a team of Portugal, and then Ani Valak. I gotta look at it because it's a crazy Finnish name. Valakari. That's not
Yeah,
that.
Valakari.
Not that
Valakari.
crazy. I literally
Valakari.
said it 50 times before this.
Yeah,
and then
it's not that Valakari.
yeah, I mean it is crazy. No, but he played in Cyprus. He's coming to us on loan for one season. So there is a league in Cyprus, Cypriot League as they call it. I didn't know that. I didn't know something from Cyprus is called Cypriot. Learn something
That's
new
cool.
today.
How do you spell his name?
Ani Valakari.
ONNI.
Oh, how do you spell it? Let me just say it again.
Thanks, Nate. I got it.
Keegan's gonna
Cool.
throw up. That flu is serious.
Oh, did we lose him?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was looking at my Discord. Did he dip out? I was looking for.
You know what though? That is one. Having kids is a serious.
Yeah,
It makes you sick. Like
you're a
bring home the
cesspool. You're always
sicknesses.
getting sick. Yep.
Because this is like the third episode that Keegan had to just bounce because he was ill.
Yeah, it's the kid factor, man.
I think you might be right, Nate. I bet he'll be back. I think he went to go.
Poor kid. I told him, I was like, man, if you need to dip out, we'll go ahead and shoulder this one, pal.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. You know what though? Keegan is a trooper. He really is. He does the
is.
family life. Even when he's sick, he tries to do the podcast, all that stuff.
He's doing his part because
kudos
he's a
to Keegan.
trooper, a starship trooper. See what
I love
I'm
it.
I remember that.
I love
way
it.
ahead of you guys on this one.
Trevor producer Trevor was like, guess who Keegan reminds me of? Who?
Sometimes.
I did not see that coming.
Me
I love
neither.
it.
Best drop ever.
But no, another thing I'd brought up in the past was the I don't know. I called it a meet and greet. It wasn't quite that. It was the first maybe not official, but the first training session with cameras and with notoriety for the new San Diego FC team at Singing Hills, which is the I don't know the grounds, the training grounds. I don't know what the proper term is, but like the training grounds, I guess. And Singing Hills is there in Saquon, which is crazy. And it just blew me away because Julie was literally showing me a reel and was like, because we are all from Escondido, California, in particular, which is a city in San Diego County, and Escondido just has it's literally like what is the view, hidden view, something like that. And that's like super rocky mountains around us and all that. And then if you look at where they're training, Julie showed me the reel and was like, look, it looks like it could be Escondido. And it's like, it is kind of, it's all the same area. Like it's crazy. Like we have a professional team just, hey, this could be Escondido. This could be San Diego. This like, oh, it is. Like it is these areas. Like
Yeah, it's a hop, skip, and a jump, man.
we got
That's
a
pretty
team,
rad.
we got a real soccer team here.
It's coming together. It's a good, strong, diverse team. I'm really, really excited. I know, Chris, you were talking about in our text group how you thought we might struggle coming out of the gate, which makes sense, right? But then maybe catch a little heat going down the stretch. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I just watched a lot of sports in my days, and new franchises, new coaches, new players, new systems takes some time to gel. Um, the benefit we have is that several of our players have played for Right to Dream teams, so they are familiar with the style. But I'm trying to be realistic, and I feel like us coming out of the gate and winning 7 of our first 10 matches is probably a little unrealistic. But that being said, I'm hoping we're around mid-table come half season, come the middle of the season. And then I think we'll really start to hit our stride. The players will start to gel. They'll understand each other and understand the coaches and style of play and things like that. I do feel like we have a competitive roster. It's just the chemistry and all that. I feel like does take time to grow.
Yeah, it's fair, especially now too. You figure it's kickoffs and like literally a game is in like 36 days, I think. So it's like they'll have like a month and a half to been training together or whatever it is. Like it's right around the corner. If I think my math is right on that, right?
Preseason, yeah, preseason.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm not even that's like training to me. I'm talking about like an actual like
We're
our
right there.
first
February
kickoff.
22nd is the first game. So it's less than a month, less than 31 days away.
Yeah, like our like to the MLS I'm talking about. So it's like
You guys is mass.
no, it's like 30.
Collins is good. It's 37 days.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Till like the MLS. I'm counting this Coachella
That's what he said,
thing.
right?
Yeah, but you said less than 31. The fuck, Nate?
Yeah, I was on the money, right? We got a
Yeah,
little,
did I say
that?
sidetracked.
Yeah. Hello.
So anyway, listen to me. Yeah, but like I consider the Coachella thing and everything leading. That's just still training, like right, like they've been together for a couple weeks now. So I'm to your point. I think it'll take time, but I think we have a good squad, and I'm excited.
I mean, I hope that we just do the Vegas Golden Knights and make it to the final our very first season. No, I'm just joking. No, I would love like a Seattle Sounders type of situation where, do you remember Sounders' first season? They came out hot. Their first game, they won to a lot of fanfare and all that stuff, and they did well. I think they made it to the playoffs the first season, just kind of petered out. Like if we did something like that, I would be pumped. I think that's a good. I think that would be an amazing first season. Making it to the
LAFC did
playoffs.
well their first season too, didn't they? Didn't they go to the playoffs as well?
I think
I can't remember
I
LAFC.
don't know.
I remember Atlanta United more. I feel like Atlanta was very, very good right off the bat. I feel like out of all the expansion teams, I would look at Atlanta United as the best one that came. Just at the top of my head, I feel like they did the best out of any MLS expansion team. But
Agreed.
I'm just trying to go off memory, so apologies if I'm wrong. But again, more rumors now that we are a real friggin' team with a real roster. Brandon Vasquez was a big maybe for the team. I think he also has some roots here in San Diego and those types of things. But who just signed him? Austin FC, I think, is going to sign him. I think
Was it Chicago. It was Austin.
Brandon Vasquez. I thought it was Austin, but I could be very wrong.
Okay, no, you're probably right. If it's not San Diego FC, then I'm not 100% sure. You're probably right.
Yeah. But I did want to bring up Austin FC as well, is because I'm old friends with a guy. I used to play baseball with him, Preston Leffler, and he runs one of the big supporters groups for Austin FC, one of the biggest ones. He's a capo. You see him on the drums and stuff like that. And then he hit us up on Instagram, so I got to message him back and be like, "We got to host him, you guys. We should have him on the podcast before the season
That'd be cool.
starts."
Yeah, that'd be
So
really
within the
cool.
next couple weeks, I'm gonna hit Preston up. I think it'll be good to start, building bridges with other supporters, other MLS teams, all that.
Yeah,
type of
heck yeah,
stuff.
why not? I mean, at the end of the day, this is like sports are like a getaway from the big stuff that's going on, right? Like the fires and the all the big world stuff, all the real life stuff that we don't, we'd like to get that break from. And I always preach that. And so, yeah, I mean, you can have a fun competitive rival like we do with LA, but then you can separate it and come together. And when you need to throw some love into the equation, do it. But yeah, I might as well just join the other people and just have a good time together.
No,
Brandon
absolutely.
Vasquez signed with Austin FC.
It was awesome. Okay.
And going
Gotcha.
back to LA, they are an impressive new franchise. 2018, their first year, they got 5th place. 2019, their second year, they won.
Ooh,
Took second in 2022 and won it last year, 24. Or no,
man.
2 years ago. Sorry, not last year, the year before.
And they had, who was it? Like Carlos Vela was the main guy for them, and I would put Chucky in that same vein. And like, right? Wasn't that kind of the main big star at the time for the LAFC club at that time? I can't remember, but
Yeah.
Sounds
yeah,
right.
Trevor's up. So it's like, why can't we maybe come out of the gate with the Chucky is proven? We know he's a stud, and then a lot of our other talent, if it's well coached, man, who knows?
Dude, I think
Wow.
we're good. I mean, in Varson and all that, like I feel like we will have the most amount of players that are like kind of come out of the blue. Like the most fans are gonna be like, dang, I didn't think this guy would be good. It's like, well, we have been saying, yeah, but Tavares will be good since day number one. You know what I'm saying? And like other MLS fans will be surprised by that, or like surprised by Ingvarsson being dominating. Like I don't know. I do think that I'm pretty happy with the recruiting that we've done so far, frankly.
I'm very
with
happy,
it.
man. I'm actually like, I'm every signing. I'm like, dude, that makes sense, and and then the talks of KDB, and at least they're like, there are big name talks on top of this building our core. Like and you throwing the right to dream stuff. Like I'm so excited.
But to your point, Christopher, I would be very surprised if we come out the gate super hot like Atlanta and Sounders and the other teams. I feel like one thing talking about right to dream and all those things, Colonial, like you just brought up, is we are going to be rigid in the way that we play, and that's like we're going to play the right to dream way, and that might take some extra time to actually show results. So I'm going to have to agree with you, Christopher. I think the beginning might be a little rough, but I think the second half will show a huge. Like I think we're going to be the most improved team. The first half of the
Oh yeah.
season will be shaky, and the second half will be like, oh shit, like these guys are legit. Like I think we'll be night and day difference in the league. I agree with you, Christopher.
So there's 34 regular season games. What's the over under, Chris, for you? Like 10, 12?
What are we talking about?
Sorry,
What's a
win.
good-
So like,
What's a good
Wins,
litmus test? So like this season, the team that got first place in the Western Conference and the team that got first place in the Eastern Conference, like how many wins did those teams have?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's see.
Good question.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to say. Let's see.
I don't know. It was just more of just a broad, like, it's in my head, it's 34 regular season games. I'd say we could win half that, 15 of them.
LAFC and the Galaxy both had the same record, 19-7 and 8, 64 points.
Okay, that's good reference.
I would say so 64 points was first place. I would say anywhere from 50 to 60 points would be awesome.
So the team that just snuck into the playoffs, how many wins did they have?
What was that? How many teams make it on each side? I can't remember.
A lot of teams make it into the playoffs.
Oh, sorry. I figured it'd be like highlighted or something.
No, you.
But
Just
I
made
would
him
say
deep,
like
deep,
it-
deep.
as long as we're right there, just sneaking into the playoffs, I think that's a win. But
Oh yeah, for sure.
I do feel like if you don't make it to the playoffs in your first season as an expansion team, like that should be the goal. That should be the goal, in my opinion. I think it's an achievable goal, and I feel like with the league, especially in the U.S., all the leagues going towards parity. You know what I mean? In regards to the rules, like you should be able to, as an expansion team, if you do it right, you should be able to make the playoffs, in my opinion.
Yep,
Yeah,
I
I agree.
agree. I mean, it's a good goal, and I would be pretty bummed if we don't achieve that. So
Pizza.
And then lastly, in regards to rumors and MLS and all that stuff, before we move into the quiz game, is Joseph Martinez. We talked about Atlanta and all that stuff, Atlanta United. He went to San Jose, I think, or he's at San where, yeah. But he did not sign with San Diego FC. I was hoping San Diego FC would sign Joseph Martinez. I'm not sure where he went, but did not come to us.
earthquakes,
So San Jose, he did go to San Jose. Okay.
and we're not going to do the quiz game because Keegan's out.
Just Keegan's puking his brains out. New
Oh,
guy puking his
duh.
brains out.
Oh, right.
So we'll get that. We'll put a pin in the old quiz game this week.
Yes, we will. So right now the score is, Christopher, you have how many wins?
Oh, what's your job?
Dang it.
Keegan has a couple.
I'm so bad at keeping track. Keegan has one win so far.
Oh, only one.
I think
Chris won last week.
I think it's
two, and Colin has one, and Keegan. Has
I don't think
one.
I have any.
yep. I think it's 2-1-0. I think Christopher has two, Keegan has one, and Colonia. I'm sorry, but
I think you're correct. I think that's how I remember it.
so it is. It's 2-1 to
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you two in particular, a question.
Go for it.
Trev, feel free to answer the question in the chat if you want. We don't have to do this now. It's an
Stop saying
exercise.
it like that.
give it to me, Fargo.
Do we want to do the starting lineup game based off of the roster we have right now, or maybe save that for a different time?
I would say that until we have a little bit more. I'd say that that's a.
Okay.
What do you mean, like
Like what
starting
starting
lineup with the
lineup would
players
you
we have
choose?
now?
Yep.
Oh,
Because we only have how many players do we have right now? I mean, it's basically our
lot.
starting 11 is like all the guys we have.
No, we have way more than that.
we have
Really?
dude.
We have
We
like
are
25 or something like that.
That's what I said. 27 guys is about what we have, right?
We
Look,
have more than a starting lineup.
I said 37 days. All right.
Yeah, exactly. I said 23 roster spots we've had filled already, right? Is that what it is?
I was saying Boo earns.
Exactly. Yeah. Sure, Chris, if you would like to.
No, that's fine. 21, 22. I think we have 23 players. If I
23.
right.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah. Well,
Trevor
didn't
saying
say
it's a 4-4-1-1. Chucky up top, half trick, first match. He's calling it. Big things for Chucky. First game out of the season.
I like the 4-4-1-1, but I would put Chucky behind Marcus. I would put Marcus as the number one, and then Chucky behind him, and then go from there. We could have Mighton on the sides, Mighton on one side, and
I was gonna say, is there two Mitons?
yes, there is. There actually is, and then I don't know, Tomas Sanjo on the other side. What do you think?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
have
so
to see.
I would do. We don't do. No one does two striker formations anymore, but I would. I'd have Chucky and Ingvartsen up top. I'd have
I would.
Thomas
Yeah.
on Hell and Mighton on the wings. I'd have Luca Delator in the one. I'd have Yepe in the center defensive midfield role.
Interesting.
And I would have Dos Santos in goal, and then probably Andres Reyes, Christopher McVeigh as our center backs, and then Patty as a wing back, and I don't know who our other wing back would be. Maybe Jasper.
I like it.
I don't know.
Exactly. Me too, Jesse. Give me those caffeine
too.
pills.
Yeah, give it to me. I'm gonna
it to
steady. I'm gonna study for the San Diego FC test. No, I'm just gonna fly a drone into. No, I'm gonna hit my Michelle up. Be like, Michelle, who do you know at Saquon? Give me the connection so I can go say what's up. And then I'm going to be training in the pitch by myself and all those things. So
Dude,
I'll have
sounds like
videos
fun.
of that. I'm just joking. I'm just fucking around. But no, I don't know. I'm excited. No quiz game because Keegan is vomiting.
But good. I mean, a lot of news, man. And like, look where we are. We're, I said, just over a month away from MLS. The 5th of February is the first Coachella game, I think. So that'll be cool. And we're getting there, man. I'm super excited.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we're there. We are there.
I'm looking at my my paper that I grabbed for the quiz game, and I grabbed it from January 21st of last year. And the answers I wrote down were Steve Cherundolo, 1, Freddie Adu, 7, Casey Keller, Columbus, and Bruce Arena. So we've been doing this for well over a year now.
That's wild, man. I know.
Yeah,
It's a trip.
I know. I did not bring it up, and I was gonna make a bigger hoopla about it, but Keegan's exit kind of threw me for a loop. But this is the 51st episode, number 51. That's a fucking big deal,
Kind of a lot of episodes if you think about it. I mean,
dude.
pretty consistent.
Not bad at all. On that note, Christopher, you want to make a run? 51.
Nope, I don't make runs anymore. I told you that.
Run number 51.
Run your ass off.
Chris is big enough to where he's like Ronaldo, and he's like, I only play this position, and that's all I do.
Look at him run. He gives us shit for running. Look at him run perfectly.